afternoon, Mr. Jaswal.
Good
Welcome to the
afternoon.
9th edition of IHA. So how was your day? How was your panel? How's it going for you?
Very good, very informative. A lot of diverse perspective coming in, a lot of hoteliers, investors, people from other walks of life coming in, sharing outside in perspective. There was a lot of inside out perspective which came in. So personally, I think it was a day well spent for me.
Okay, beautiful. So yours panel was about talent crisis. So Mr. Jaswal, if I ask you, why are younger people not so keen on joining in the hospitality industry these days? What would you say?
So firstly, I wouldn't say they're not keen on joining. Yes, I've seen there was a bit of a dip immediately after pandemic for obvious reasons because our industry took the biggest hit. But come 2025, we see some very healthy levels of talent intake in our industry and a lot of good talent coming in, a lot of pull which has come in. But one thing which we can do better, I think, as an industry is to listen in to the pulse of Gen Zs or the generation which is coming into the job market. Look at some of the requirements they have with respect to flexibility, with respect to multi-skilling, with respect to do more in less time. I think those are some of the things which the Gen Z expects from the industry, and those are the aspects which we as an industry have to pick up very soon and run with it if we want to be the preferred employer for the next generation.
Okay. If we talk about flexibility in workspace, freelance is a word that pops in your mind. Is hospitality industry looking towards such opportunities for young people that people can do it in shifts or can't be a permanent employee to the company but can join in whenever they want on contractual basis or freelance projects, something like that?
Absolutely. I mean, see, we can't have an organization or a hotel running entirely on freelancers or consultants or contractual employees. We do have a healthy combination of full-time employees and contractual employees. See, one good thing about our industry is that there is a certain amount of seasonality in the industry. There are highs and there are lows. And typically that's what we latch on. That's what the younger generation kind of latches on. What is in for that season, they would like to latch on to that, and that's what we do when it's peak season or high season, so to say. We go out in the market and pick up those freelancers who are ready to do that gig with us, and that's way we're able to promote a healthy mix of gig workforce and regular workforce.
Okay, getting ahead with the dynamic nature
Yes.
of the industry. Okay. There were a lot of talks about the gap that sustains between what the students are being taught in the hospitality schools and what the industry actually needs. Do you see that gap, and do you have any suggestions to bridge that gap if it exists for you?
Yes and no. Yes, there was, or I should rather use the word there is a gap, but good news is that the gap is narrowing by the day. I think our academic partners do understand the importance, and the recent government initiative of leading hospitality companies adopting some of the leading IHMs is a step towards it, so that there is more industry academic partnerships, academia partnership which is there. So we are seeing that, and that gap is getting reduced, and we are getting now talent which can hit the road running and in more than one ways future ready.
Okay. If you were given a chance to develop a curriculum for the hospitality academia students, what would be that one thing that you would like to add to it?
Knowing the nuances of the business is something which I would like every budding job seeker in the hospitality industry to know it. Not just the particular skill set, but what is the differentiating factor in a company or in a hotel or an industry which attracts the consumers to that particular industry. Why is the consumer ready to give that extra buck for the service which we provide, and what service levels which we need to give in to enhance that consumer attraction towards our industry. I think at a very initial stage in colleges or early years in your job role, you got to understand the value chain of the company, of the hotel, of the industry, so that you can actively contribute towards it. I think that's one thing which I would like to hasten up as far as curriculum development is concerned.
All right. That was lovely talking to you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. The
Thank
pleasure is all mine. Thank you.